Welcome to another edition of The Evolution on Sports Talk Television in collaboration with the J.P. Peterson Show. I'm your host, Peter Blake, along with Mr. J.P. Peterson. And the Bucs snapped their three-game losing streak versus the Arizona Cardinals. They defeat them in ugly fashion, but a win is a win. 20-17, your Tampa Bay Buccaneers moved to 7-5. And don't look now, but what a surprise of the day. The Carolina Panthers beat supposedly the best team in the NFC and the LA Rams. So right now, it's every game, JP, is a must-win game when it comes to yes.
That's what Bull said today. It said basically we're in playoff mode the rest of the way.
Right.
Every game is a must-win with Carolina coming on strong. That win today will give them a lot of confidence going down the stretch. Of course, the Bucs have 2 games with them, but we'll stick to talking about this game now. And it was a W. There were a lot of good things that we saw today. The probably the biggest is the return of Chris Godwin and Bucky Irving. I mean, this has been the narrative that we've talked about, that you're going to struggle midway through the season. I mean, when you saw the schedule, that's kind of what it looked like. And, You're going to struggle maybe there, lose a few games as we've done in the middle, and then you're going to start getting guys healthy. Chris Godwin made a big difference today. A couple of huge catches for first downs. Bucky Irving obviously getting the touchdown, making some huge plays. His ability to break the big play changes the entire dynamic of the offense, changes the entire dynamic of the team. And I thought Hassan Reddick played a really good game today. I know it didn't really show up in the stats, but I thought he was very effective in the run game. He got a couple of pressures, kind of ran Brissett into that sack that Diaby got.
Yeah.
So all the guys that are coming back are definitely adding a little bit of something, and hopefully Cansey comes back. Hopefully Mike Evans comes back as they get healthier and become that team that we saw at the beginning of the year, which was a much better football team than we've seen the last 4 to 5 weeks.
And credit to where the credit is due with the defense. 2 key fourth down stops there, including at the end of the game there when, the defense has been criticized. It's been, Todd Bowles' defense is trash. This is trash, but they came up big today. All right, let's go out to Bucks Basement. Bucks Basement, welcome to the Evolution in collaboration with the JP Peterson Show. Go ahead.
Hey, guys, how are you?
Good.
I know you guys say a W is a W, but there's different kinds of W's. The Rams W is one you feel confident. You're like, oh, man, this team is go. This W, you just feel like, oh, my God, that was the ugliest thing in the world. And let me tell you something. If we show up like this to that Panthers game, that's an ass whooping coming. That's an ass whooping waiting for us. So I hope to God that's not the case. But I just got to say that you can't be sitting there saying this defense is so good when Jacoby Brissett torched it for over 300 yards.
So nobody's saying this defense
No,
is
I
good.
never said it was
anybody
good.
saying
What
this
I
defense
said
is
was that it came down to the fourth down key
good. They made
stop.
some plays.
You got to listen. You
Yeah.
see,
But it shouldn't have. This
But
is a
it
three-win team.
happens. It's the National Football League, buddy.
And the
No,
Cardinals,
dude. No,
the
I'm
Cardinals have
sorry.
been-
Can I just be honest with you?
Go
if
ahead,
we
be
have to
honest.
keep Todd Bowles, if we have to keep Todd Bowles as the head coach of this team, I think the Glazers and Jason Light just need to have a conversation with him. He can't be the defensive coordinator anymore. He needs to find someone else to call the plays of this team. Because his scheme is old. It's tired. Like, the league has figured it out. I'm tired of seeing pass rushers drop into coverage. Surely you can find a defensive coordinator that's not going to do that every single damn game, like 10 times.
Hey, by the way, I want to check you on this because that's what I do. He's not going to check you, but I'm going to check you. Micah Parsons on Thanksgiving was backing up in coverage. And by the way, Josh Sweat today, he was also backing up in coverage. So when you become a defensive coordinator, you let me know how you're going to scheme defensive linemen or linebackers in a 3-4 defense. Okay.
Well, can I ask you this though? Can I ask you this?
Ask me.
Can I ask you this though?
Ask me.
Why is if Todd Bowles is such a great defensive coordinator, why is it that every single backup QB has career games against him? I can name 3 off the top of my head. Actually, 4. I can name Cooper Rush had a career game against him. I can name Jacoby Brissett just today. I can name Kirk Cousins, who will be coming next week, who went for 800 yards in 2 games against Todd Bowles' defense.
By the way,
100% true. All of that, 100% true.
Do you guys remember the 2022 game? The Panthers had a third string quarterback, and he torched us. What is PJ Walker?
Yeah, I know. I want to get rid of him too.
Well, why don't we break down the game for a few minutes and wait for calls?
Yeah,
let's break this game down a little bit, and then we'll wait for calls before we get into arguments.
Sure.
First of all, nobody is sitting here saying this defense played great today. Certainly, I'm not.
Right.
Again, they did give up 300 yards to Jacoby Brissett. The Cardinals are a 3-win team, but they've been in games. They're an NFL football team. But that being said, too many open receivers, too many open running backs. It's just free money sending it back out into the flat. Both of these linebackers, Levante, God bless him, he's a Hall of Famer in my book. It's just not the guy in coverage that he used to be, and Servassier Dennis is terrible. He did make the play at the end of the game, though, and on that 4th down, he did make the play. But most of the game, it's just throw the ball out into the flat to 20 or 22, and it's a free 10 to 15 yards almost every single time. When the Bucs go up 20-10, they go up 2 scores. What do? Rush 4, soft zone, 4-minute drive, 9 plays, 74 yards, touchdown, 1 score game. That's one of the big narratives that I want to talk about is this team cannot bury teams. They had multiple. I asked Baker about this. I asked Tristan Wirfs about this, and he's like, yeah, we had 3rd downs and we had chances to continue drives and get more points, but we just missed a little high ball to Ibuka, a deep ball that they didn't complete to Tez. They didn't play complimentary football today. When the defense got the ball back, the offense punted.
Chris Godwin with a drop touchdown there before the half. You got to catch that. And I know
these are the little plays.
It's
a big play.
Well, it's a big play because it separates. It's 14-3 at halftime, and those are the type of plays that you have to make if you want to go from being mediocre, average, good to great.
To killer instinct.
That's
what Baker's been talking about.
And that's what Todd Bowles talked about in the offseason.
Yeah, and it's like, and I asked Todd about it, and it's like, they kind of take their foot off the gas pedal from a intensity standpoint. Now, the defense made some plays today. They got 2 4th-down stops. Anthony Nelson came up with a huge 4th-and-2 play where he submarined the running back. Great play.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the other 4th-down play that they made. I think they stuffed them in the middle. And then they got the two turnovers. Tyke with a fumble recovery. I think Logan Hall caused that.
Yes.
And the pick by Winfield that stopped another drive at the 20-yard line. Those were huge plays.
Started out for 6 for 6. A lot of people saying, oh, no, not again. Here's another Matt Stafford situation. Yeah. But again, and I understand Bucs frustration. I also understand football frustration because you look at the fantasy football numbers, you look at it. But coming into this game, 5 out of 6 games, Jacoby Brissett was throwing for over 271 yards. So it's not just the Bucs defense, it's the overall defense out there in the National Football League.
I hate the fact that they just gave up that drive so easily.
Right.
And that's where you put teams away. You get a 2-score lead, then you go out and you get another turnover, or you get them off the field 3 and out. Be more aggressive defensively. But Todd is very, very passive. When he gets up 2 scores, he goes back into that cover 2 shell, rushes 4, plays safe, and they go right down the field and they're back in the game. It happens time and time again, and that's frustrating. But it was good to see Baker out there playing. I wasn't sure he could get through the game. He said he did not take any direct shots on his shoulder. He protected himself pretty well. That was good. It's just, getting guys back.
18 for 28, 194, 1 touchdown.
Efficient.
Did have the 2 sacks, and then you showed, like you said, all alone with this offense, when it's going right, Baker Mayfield is able to scramble, he's able to convert, and he's able to do that today. And I want to go back to it. Listen, it's nothing to write home about, but Bucky Irving, 17 carries for 61 yards, 1 touchdown.
That's big.
And the thing that you love is, even though you get a nullified touchdown at first, you get the ball back to him, and he's able to run for 13 yards. By the way, did you know that was the first time he's had rushing yards in the red zone? This is according to Joe Bucks fan. He's had those rushing yards in the red zone. So
this year,
yes. Yeah. To me, he is
been
the
out
choose.
Most of the year.
Yeah,
I actually asked Grisard about that. He stopped to talk to the media for a little bit about having Bucky in the red zone. Does it change his play calling? And he said, no, it doesn't necessarily change your play calling, but I know that I'm trying to remember exactly what he said. I know I can get him out on the edges,
right?
And that's a really good place for him to be special and magical Bucky, because when he's in space, he's really, really tough to contain. So I think that helps you, whether you're going to do a little wide or running back screen or a toss sweep like they did, let him find his lane and use that speed and that burst to get through it. Now we also have to talk about the big man touchdown to Tristan Wirfs.
Yes.
This has a little bit of history here. I actually asked Wirfs about this 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
After we went up to Buffalo and they had their guy that was doing a lead block in for Tonga, whatever, the defensive lineman.
Yeah.
So I asked Wirfs, I mean, with your athleticism, don't you want to get a few touches? And he's like, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Sure, I'd let. And I even asked Bowles about it. He said, well, if we start that with Tristan, he's going to want the ball every single play. He's like, yeah, I will. But so the name of that play is Anchor Bar.
Anchor Bar.
Do you know Anchor Bar?
I don't know what Anchor Bar is.
Anchor Bar is this awesome dive bar on Davis Islands that I used to go to all the time when I lived there. It's one of my favorite bars, and it's obviously become one of Tristan's favorite as well.
You're saying to close it down a couple times.
Many. It was walking distance from the house. Right, so, it was right. It was, that was the play. So the Anchor Bar is the name of the play. I guess Grisard and Wirfs and Baker have had a few pops there. So I'm not telling you to rush over to the Anchor Bar. You might see Tristan Wirfs, but rush over to the Anchor Bar. You might see Tristan Wirfs because that's where he's going to be tonight.
Right.
He told me that. So that's kind of cool. It's a really cool dive. And that's one of the things you love about this team. Like, I'm sure there's a few guys that'll be at the club tonight or whatever, but most of these guys like dive bars.
Right.
They're not flashy dudes. They're not like looking for the limelight. So it's kind of cool. The Anchor Bar is the name of that play. And it worked to perfection.
Yeah, and you watch that play, and we're live here from Raymond James Stadium after the Bucs moved to 7-5, 20-17. I'm your host, Peter Blake, along with the great JP Peterson of the JP Peterson Show. Release, and then he's wide open.
Yeah.
Like the defense forgot about him, and he was eligible. So
yeah, he announced.
I think it's a good design play by Josh Grizzard, right?
Yeah, you got to sell it. You got to sell it, and block a little bit, 2, 3, 4 counts, and then head out into the flat. And Buda Baker is the guy that would be assigned to him typically on the end of the line of scrimmage.
Right.
And he reacted to some of the plays inside because Baker looked inside and then came out, moved the safety inside, and then Tristan was wide open. And Tristan's like, then I see this laser coming at me. And he's like, shit, I better catch this ball. He was nervous though. When the call came in, he said, yeah, you get a little nervous. And Baker's like, don't forget to report. Go report. And they put it over the loudspeaker. 78 is eligible, and like, okay, nobody's going to pay attention to him.
And I know in the press box,
it's a big play.
Like, yeah, absolutely, it's a big play. So, again, I don't know what Arizona's looking for. You don't expect it. By the way, the third touchdown and Buccaneer history to an offensive lineman, according to our friend there, Mr. Paul Stewart of Buck Power.
Oh, very nice, Paul.
Yes.
Third, all right. So who were the others?
Westover is one, and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to my Facebook page here.
Hold on, give me a second. Obviously,
I got
Vita Vea, defensive lineman, has got one, and Sapp got one.
Yes.
I
got it right
the Beyonce
now.
bunny hop.
It is Vita Vea, Leonard Wester, Donald Penn.
That's right. I knew that.
Last 3 tackles, eligible touchdowns. Who could forget Saps? Who could forget Vita Vea? And as Ray Kennedy, Tampa Bay, best of the Bay there. He loves that jumbo package. That's what they were running. They saw a lot more of Payne Durham in there.
Payne got a catch today. So that was the first catch for a tight end other than K-Dot in game 13.
Huh.
Grizz, that's a problem. Grizz, that's a problem. We need a little bit more diversity in our offense, using more targets. Because last year, I don't even know if Devin Culp has a catch.
He doesn't have a catch this year.
No, I guess he doesn't. Obviously,
does not have a catch.
Yeah, so that's that those guys should be used a little bit more, in my opinion.
Right, I agree with you. All right, we will go ahead, open back up the phone lines here as I'm.
All right, let's now that Buck's Basement ruined it for everybody. Now we got all our thoughts out. It's time for you guys to jump on board.
Give them the phone number. What's the phone number?
Wind me up? I'll wind you up, though.
727-255-0391 and 727-255-0391. Let's go out to Ed.
I don't remember any numbers anymore.
Right. There you go.
Is it in my phone? Go ahead.
Oh, great. Is that TJ Reeves?
No, it's
JP Peterson. Go ahead, Ed.
Oh, it's JP Peterson. Hey, what's going on, guys?
What do you got?
So I'm sorry about that one caller. Not all Bucs fans are like that. I'm actually very happy for the win. It's a step in the right direction, and it actually turned into a necessary win because Carolina won.
Yeah.
So that would have put us in that tiebreaker situation.
They're all necessary at this point. It's a must win every week.
Must win games.
Yeah. So it was a much needed win, and so we won it and we got through it. I will say that I don't feel very confident with this defense the way it's been playing. We had some good plays today, obviously enough to win the game, but they got to improve. They got to, or we're going nowhere in the playoffs. I can tell you that right now. We'll probably make the playoffs, but I don't see.
Well, let me throw this out there because this has kind of been talked about. Kalijah Kancey could come back here in the next couple weeks. Maybe that's the Bucs plan in the first place here. You don't address that in the trading deadline there. So
I would still say, and we said this today in the press box, they needed to get an inside linebacker.
Agreed.
And there were guys out there to get for 7th round picks. And to stand pat with the 2 guys we have now. And again, I hate talking about Levante David.
I agree.
He's just not playing to the level, the Hall of Fame level that he's played to in the past. Father Time catches up with everybody.
Exactly.
And he used to make up for Devin White's mistakes and whoever else was playing next to him. He can't do that anymore. So they're just very exposed at that position right now.
All right, let's move on. Brightside Broadway. Welcome to the Evolution in collaboration with the JP Peterson Show. Go. Okay.
Excuse me?
I can't hear you.
Don't yell that again.
Okay, I can't hear that. I'm sorry. Don't scream at me. Turn down your radio here or turn down your TV. Let me go out to Corey. Corey, go ahead.
Peter, what's going on, man?
What's going on, buddy? How you doing?
All right, man. I was at the game. You know, I ain't go cry about a win. A win is a win.
Right.
Yeah, but I hope we can look better in some aspect of the game. You know what I mean? On defense, it looked like they were killing us underneath in the flats.
Yeah, cannot stand that. It's just free. It's just free money, bro. I hate it. With every just throw it out into the flat. It's like an automatic 12 to 15 yards. And how about the one? I think it was on third down right here behind us.
Yes.
Parrish comes up, hits the guy, bounces off, but that's okay. We got Zion coming, who doesn't wrap up, just hits him with the shoulder.
Right.
Gervasier comes over, does the same. How do you come and tackle in a critical situation where the other guy's hitting them and you bring no arms?
None.
Yes, sir. You're telling the absolute truth. You're telling the absolute truth.
Tackle like a effing professional football player. God, that drives me nuts.
And you watch McCollum on coverage. He's just looking at the wide receiver, not looking back. It's terrible technique. He's regressed. Guys, stop calling right now. Just stand by. Corey, go ahead. We love the calls, but you keep on calling and calling. You're not going to get in until we get the caller. Go ahead, Corey.
No, man. No, I ain't going to hold everything up. You know, I was happy about the win. I was out there at the game, had a good time. But, you know, I just hope we can tighten some things up. Some of the sequencing on offense, the play calling, I hope that could get better, man.
I thought Grizzard had a pretty good day today. On the third and fourth down calls, I thought he had a pretty good day today. Obviously, the Tristan Wirfs call on 3rd and 2, excellent. There was another call on the goal line on 3rd down where we had the holding call. It was a holding call on Payne Durham, which I thought that was bullshit as well. I thought that was a little pitch to Bucky. I thought that was a good one.
Tristan Wirfs call, the holding call. Was that one of the worst calls you've ever seen?
Tristan's like, I can't talk about that, but I don't know what the hell that was all about.
Awful.
Yeah, that was a terrible call. I thought this crew missed a lot in this game. Zion had another tough day. I know it's Marvin Harrison Jr. It's a good player, but it's like they're going right after him right away. He's just not holding up in man-to-man coverage.
Yeah, all right, let's go out to the phone lines here. Trevor, welcome to the Evolution here live in collaboration with the JP Peterson Show from Raymond James Stadium after your Bucks moved to 7-5. Go.
Yes. First of all, I'm happy we won, obviously. I mean, you get a win whenever you need to. Typically, I'm not negative after a win because a win is a win. But I will say this, though. We did not have a killer instinct today.
Yeah.
And that was very concerning. When we was up, I believe we was up 14 in the third.
Mm-hmm.
We had a chance to get the ball. I mean, we got the ball back. We went 3 and out with 3 consecutive drives.
Yes.
Then they was able to score, come with, and then we was able to get a field goal. Long story short, I mean, we got to be more aggressive on both sides of the ball. I
agree.
Well, listen, when you get the 57-yard field goal there, you're up 20-10. That's where your defense has to step up. And, of course,
you just gave up the booty.
Yeah, you just basically just goes down the field at that point like it's just nothing. So I can understand the frustration from a lot of Bucs fans because we've seen that all year long.
And that's the thing is, like, you talk about a killer instinct.
Right.
Is that in the players? Is it in the coaching? I get a sense it's both.
Yeah.
Like the players are
absolutely.
Just like, the players just seem like, okay, we're up 2 scores now. We're good. And then you can't do that, man. You got to we're up 2 scores now. Let's effing bury their ass.
Yes. And you just I didn't see that today.
Today, like ever. I don't see that ever. It's like this team
you're right.
It's just, we're so good. We're so confident. I mean, it's great that you're confident that you can win close games because you got Baker Mayfield and you got some really good clutch players. I get that. That's a really good quality to have in a team. But you know what another good quality is? A killer effing instinct. And when you got a team down 2 scores, bury their ass instead of rushing 4 and dropping in that cover 2. It's like, I mean, you could just see it. Oh, here we go again.
Yep.
Cue the soft-ass zone defense. Cue the rush 4. And it's just 4 minutes,
broken.
4 freaking minutes, 9 plays, touchdown,
and
we're in a 1-score game again.
Yep.
It just, it's maddening.
It's frustrating because you can, playing like that is going to, I don't care what nobody says. You're not going to beat the good teams playing like that.
Exactly. 100%.
The good teams do that. They put their foot on your neck when they have the chance.
Well, we've seen that this year, I mean, I don't know. It's something
my favorite.
Go ahead.
My favorite coach of all time is Jimmy Johnson, and one of his philosophies was do not let up until the end of the ball game.
That's right.
And I believe in that. I truly, wholeheartedly believe in that. And the players, they're gonna have to figure this thing out, man. And I'll be honest, I'm glad we don't have a bye week this late in the season, because we need to play as much football as we can.
Yeah, I agree.
We really do. We need to play this out. We need to get this out of us somehow. But a win's a win nonetheless.
Right.
We got New Orleans. Let's see how that goes. And I'm gonna tell you, man, Carolina, that win today. How does their offense look better than ours when it was pouring down rain down there in Charlotte today?
Was it?
And the weather in Tampa was perfect.
Now, I heard Stafford threw a couple of picks. He hadn't thrown a pick in like 7 years.
Yeah, he threw a pick six.
Yeah.
I was watching both games.
So he threw a pick
six. That defense of Carolina is good. They played well this year. So, I mean,
the
it's
fighting
not a
Dave
surprise.
Canales.
How about that?
But the offense, though, the offense of Carolina, they played great today. And it was raining like hell out there. And their receivers were catching everything. And here we are in good old sunny Tampa. We're dropping passes.
Yeah, we did.
And we overthrowing receivers. Like, man, we got to get this thing together, man. Or Carolina's going to win this division. I hate to say that, but it's the truth.
Yeah, it was sloppy. It was sloppy today. A win's a win, absolutely.
Trevor,
but we're not gonna sit here and act like this was a Picasso, because it wasn't. It was more finger painting, but you won the contest today. You won the third grade finger painting contest.
Right.
Good luck.
And again, you got New Orleans next week. Again, it's a must-win game at this point. And, from here on out, because in just 2 weeks you've got Carolina. I don't want to look ahead because you got to take care of business.
You got the Falcons in between there on a Thursday.
That's correct.
Coming here. Yeah.
Well, 3 weeks, excuse me. Yes, on the road. I'd be remiss.
None of these games, is a gimme. None of them are gimmies, especially when you're going to continue to let every bad team hang in there until the very end. I mean, we did it with the Jets here.
Yep.
All year long. And at some point, you got to knock teams out. You're better than them. Knock them out.
Big play here, because we've been very critical of the punting game. I know it's crazy, but that big-time punt in the fourth quarter, that pins them down, that gives your defense the opportunity. Good job by the special teams today. No big-time breakdowns.
We did give up a kickoff today,
right,
to the 50-yard line.
Right, but you did have, again, that big-time punt.
Yep.
Let me go out to Alex. Alex, welcome to the Evolution in collaboration with the JP Peterson Show. Go.
What's up, guys? As I always like to say, great work as always. Appreciate you both and your dedication every single week. Listen, a great win, but a very ugly win. I thought the offensive side of the ball was very well established. It was nice to see Bucky Irving come back in, get some runs in. He looked great. Chris Godwin got a couple big passes there on and off. So I thought the offensive side of the ball was very, very well established for the most part. But man, guys, I'm gonna ask you guys, how many times are we gonna see this Bucs defense blow third and longs?
I'm trying to remember the third and longs that there were a couple today.
Yeah, that was tough.
Yeah,
that was tough to see.
And that's part of the killer instinct. When you got him third and long, you gotta put the hammer down. And I would like to see Bowles get a little bit more aggressive in those situations. I know you don't want to get beat, but you sit back in zone coverage, you're gonna get beat every single freaking time, because this team does not know how to play zone defense. They just don't, and they're not very good. Not very good at man. Either.
Yeah.
So this defense,
in my opinion, guys, just in my opinion. Everyone's talking about how the Panthers were able to handle the Rams. I think the difference between the Bucs and the Panthers, and by the way, don't sleep. Don't no one say that this is our division. I think Peter and I have talked about that, and then I've never said this is our division. But I think the difference between the Bucs and the Panthers is that the Panthers have a very well established defense. And I think that's what's the difference right now between the Bucs and the Panthers. That's why the Panthers look so good against the Rams, and they were able to score, and it was a shootout the entire game. So listen, it was a win today, guys. It wasn't, in my opinion, it wasn't a pretty win. I think we should have easily dominated on both sides of the ball. But I mean, I guess a win's a win. We're staying in first in the division, but man, guys, I'm going to tell you, we're a few weeks away from playing those two Panthers games. And don't be surprised if it comes down to those two games.
I'm not either.
I'm not scared.
I'm not either. And
the
thanks a lot for the
Buccaneers
call,
are not
Alex.
scared of the
Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
guys.
but they know that they've got to play a hell of a lot better than they played today to beat Carolina. I mean, and that's just the bottom line. It's a week-to-week league. So, if we play this way against Carolina the way we did today, we're going to lose.
Agree.
No question on it. If we continue to get better and, get healthier, then I think, there's this is the team that should be able to win both those games.
All right, open phone line 727-255-0391 and 727-255-0391. Let's go out to some of the comments at this point. Let's see. Well, actually, let's go out to the phone lines here. Welcome. Go ahead.
This is Justin again. What's up?
What's up, Justin?
How you doing?
All right. Well, I tell you about Antoine Winfield.
Yeah, he got a pick today. That's nice.
Yeah, and Jamel Dean nearly made the interception. It's a deflection off of Dean, and it goes right to Antoine Winfield Jr. there.
Yeah, that was.
And he got a sack.
Yeah, I mean, and again, you have to think that you're looking over on the other side, that there's a chip on your shoulder with Budda Baker playing the way he's been playing. A lot of people thinking Baker is the best safety in the game, and Antoine Winfield Jr. shows everybody today who the best safety in the game is with his play on the field. That's Antoine Winfield Jr.
Yeah, he had a good
yes,
day.
Sir.
Good to see him getting back to making plays.
Right. All right, what else, Justin?
Very good game today. Very good.
It's a win.
All right, that's a win. All right, my friend. Appreciate the
Got
call.
any comments?
As always, yeah, we're going out to the comments in just a moment here. Let's see. Arizona defense is pesky. Great win by the Bucs. Let's see here.
Yeah, I got a couple of nuggets for you.
Go for it.
On Bucky's touchdown, he runs over through the end zone.
Right.
Throws the ball up. All right, and it comes down in the corner over here. Hits one dude in the hands. Pops back up in the air. Hits another guy who knocks it back up into the aisleway. The aisleway around the first aisleway, and this dude is shot like a rocket. Jumps over his chair and dives on the football, on the concrete, on the players, like he went over the top of the chairs and dove on the ball like a fumble and came up with it. I'm like, that was a champion effort right there.
That's it.
I think he was in a handicap section, so I think he handed it to whoever he was with in a wheelchair, which was cool too. So nice little moment there with Bucky, and that's going to cost him $15,000, which I hate. NFL, stop finding people for throwing the ball into the crowd. What are we doing?
I don't know what we're doing at this point. You're collecting money, but it's good to see Bucky back because, again, I believe he brings that, that juice that offense has been missing the last 7 games. Let's go out to the phone lines here. What's your name? Where you're calling from? You're on the Evolution in collaboration with the JP Peterson Show. Go.
Peter Blake, JP Peterson. It's Devin in Tampa. How you doing?
What's going on, buddy?
Sounds
How you
like
doing?
you were at the game.
Yes.
I sure was.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. It's whatever. Great win. The defense came. Everyone blaming the defense today.
Yeah.
We lit up 17 points. If anything, yell at the offense. We should have held them. We should have handled them easily. We didn't. But it's a Bucs life. Why are we acting like this is nothing new to us? We deal with this all the time, no matter what the team is.
Right.
Well, we did give
could
up
have it
300
also
yards to Jacoby Brissett and we did give up, I think, over 400 yards total.
Correct.
Did have 2 turnovers and 2 fourth down stops. I just thought it was, the defense was meh. And especially giving it up, that long drive in the fourth quarter was so freaking easy.
It's been like that. It's been meh.
Just
you try to get to get excited, and I want to get excited. I want to tell you this: if Kalijah Cansey, who's ahead of schedule, and I go back to this, if he can play. Hopefully,
that'll help.
I think that'll definitely help your defensive line out a lot because
then you can get pressure with 4. If you have your original 4, Hassan, Cansey, Vea, and Yaya, now you can get some pressure with 4.
Yeah.
And that changes everything for Todd Bowles' defense because clearly they can't cover with 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever. Doesn't matter how many guys are back there. What else, Devin?
Yeah, man.
I don't know. We're gonna get healthy. Everyone else is getting more injured. I never root for injuries, but it's just the nature of the beast.
Yeah.
And just get me to the dance. Find a way to make the playoffs. I don't care what our record is. My prediction is we win the next 5 or 6. And we'll probably lose one to the Panthers. Everyone's going to act like the sky is falling. But we'll be all right. Get me to the dance. Anything can happen. Hottest team wins the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we're going to win the Super Bowl, but we were in the same position that we were in 2020. We were sitting at 7-5,
That's right.
and we got embarrassed by the Chiefs.
Mhm.
And everybody said, "Oh, we can't cover. Oh, we can't do anything. Oh my God!" And what happened? We were the healthiest team at the end of the day. Get me to the health. Get me to the dance. Get me healthy. Go Bucks.
Yes, absolutely. Go
That's
Bucks.
right. Yeah.
Appreciate
But I
you,
will
as
just
always.
say this roster ain't the 2020 roster.
No.
Not even close.
Yeah, I think it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
I think it's real tough at this point.
Not even close.
Right. So,
All right. I am going to depart. And you can.
Yes, I'll shake your hand
Thank
here.
you,
Go
Mr.
ahead
Blake.
and promote yourself.
Don't forget to. Oh, dude, we have a show tomorrow.
Okay.
Holy hell!
All right.
Alex Golish going to Auburn. Who's the next coach at USF? Everybody's saying it's going to be who?
John Gruden.
Where's his name? There it is, right behind us.
Right by Simeon
Right
Rice.
next to Simeon Rice. We didn't even talk about Sim
We
today.
didn't get a chance to talk
Simeon
about it.
Rice going into the ring right behind us. That's really
why
cool.
I set the shot up.
Yeah, very nice.
Thank you.
I got a chance to talk to Sim and to get a quick pick on the way out, and he was just happy as hell and so well deserved. And hopefully this is just the first step towards getting him into the Hall of Fame, where I think he deserves to be, the Pro Football Hall of Fame. But it's great to have him up here, and just so many memories of the 2002 Super Bowl team, and so many in this Ring of Honor that were part of it. Just, I mean, Rondé Barber, John Lynch, Mike Allstott, Derek Brooks, What else we got over? Tony Dungy was part of it, of course. Monty Kiffin was part of it. So, and now we got Simeon Rice and John Gruden as well. So, listen, well deserved. And if Gruden becomes the next head coach at USF, holy hell! You want to talk about some juice for the Bulls? I don't know how good of a college coach John Gruden's going to be, but I'm here to watch it. It's going to be entertaining. It's going to be juice. And that's exactly what USF needs. They need to take that next step. And all of you folks that are yelling at Alex Golish about blah, blah, blah. I know I'm getting on a bit of a rant here, but anyway, we're going to talk a lot about that on the JP Peterson show tomorrow. We're going to talk about Florida State and Florida and the conundrum that both of these programs are all. So a lot of college football talk, and of course Bucks talk tomorrow as well. Every day, 10 to 12, and Lightning talk as well. We cover everything, stem to stern, all the different sports here in Tampa Bay every day from 10 to 12. So please watch.
All right, man.
Look who's coming into.
Yes, the media icon, Mr. TJ Reeves of the Buccaneer Radio.
I move out and he moves in.
There you go.
Absolutely.
All right.
I'll hand it off to him, as a matter of fact.
All right, here. Just give me
All
that mic right there, and I will go ahead and do that. And we got you right here. Got you covered. This is a lot better. This mic's a lot better than that other one. I don't know what the hell is going on with it. But we will take your phone calls. We're expecting the media icon, Mr. TJ Reeves of the Buccaneer Radio Network. JP, thanks a lot. Once again, tune in tomorrow from 10 a.m. To noon, live there on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all the great platforms you're seeing them right now on. So let's go kill that. Let's just go to our one shot right there. There we go, right there. And we will get him with his headphones on. We will definitely do some interviewing here. And as always, we will take your phone calls. 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. As we will go out to the comments here. But let's get out to them. Let's see if we can stand by here for just a moment. There we go. Let's see if that'll work that time. There we go with that. All right, let's go out to this man right here. Harry the Greek, welcome to the evolution of sports talk television in collaboration with the JP Peterson show here live from Raymond James Stadium. Go, my friend.
What's happening, Peter?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Not too bad. It was a decent game.
Yes.
Defense definitely played a lot better than they have in the past couple of weeks.
Right.
But everybody's going to be very Debbie Downer and saying, look who they beat. They didn't beat anybody. They beat a backup quarterback, this, that, the whole 9 yards. And by the way, to the caller that said that he put up 300, well, what else was Arizona supposed to do at that point when they were down? They were forced to throw in the football. They became very one-dimensional.
Correct. And that's what I don't understand. Like, again, that's why stats are so misleading, because you want that team to be one-dimensional. You made that team one-dimensional today. You caused a fumble. You shut them down. You got to give this defense credit, especially with shutting them down, especially on fourth down. twice. So again, I know people are just in this, football lexicon with statistics and fantasy football and all this other nonsense, but you get the win. Your defense causes turnovers, and they're able to get after the quarterback. Do they do it consistent enough? No, they don't, and they need to do a better job of it. But a win's a win. You got the bad taste out of your mouth. You stopped the 3-game losing streak.
The Bucs didn't get a whole bunch of sacks in this game, but they did get a lot of pressure. A lot of the pressure. It was definitely much improved coming off the ends, and they played containment really, really well. But I want to jump into a different game. I didn't want to be right on that game, but Carolina, they're not going anywhere.
Right.
And this team's going to need all the support they can get. They're going to have to go out there and really, really, really get out there and stand behind this team, because Carolina's vastly improved from last year. You started seeing it in the final 7 or 8 games. But this is what we were waiting for. Tampa, had that rough spat, for 4 or 5 games, and the final 5 games of the season are very winnable.
Do me a favor. Say hello to the media icon, Mr. TJ Reeves of the Buccaneer Radio Network.
What's up, brother?
DJ, you were awesome today, brother. How are you, buddy?
We're good. Had them all the way. Greek Sports Web audience. Peter, good to be with you. Wait a minute.
I think we blew that.
We've blown that mic.
I don't know what's going
Who knows? We'll share a mic.
Yes.
We'll share a mic.
No. You can hear the mic. I can hear you just fine.
Well, now on this mic, apparently. Can you hear Peter on that mic, though, while we do this live?
Right here?
I don't know.
No, Peter,
Apparently
you
not. There we
really
go.
can't
Now
hear.
There we go.
too
Can you
well,
hear me
guys.
now? I think it's loose. That's
Can
what
you
it
hear
is.
me
No,
It's
I can hear you both
way.
now.
Right.
All right, so
This is how we produce on the fly.
this is a
TJ,
live
what
show.
did you see down there from the field,
let
buddy?
me ask you this. Who else is live right now at Raymond James Stadium on the field, taking calls, taking comments other than this man? Peter Blake is the only one here. If we panned that camera that way, there's nobody else here doing this for you, the Buck fans. So this is outstanding stuff.
Thank you.
Good to be with you.
Good to be with
Good
you.
to be with the Greek.
Yes.
Had them all the way, just like the Greeks Bears on Black Friday. Had them all the way.
Happy Thanksgiving, by the way.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes.
All right. So again, they do not put little addendums next to the W column on you played a bad team and you didn't play great and you played them at home. None of that matters. Did you win? Did you find a way to win? And this team needed a win off of 3 consecutive losses. Find a way to get back on track. We knew this was a softer end of the schedule. And so these 3 games are enormous against bad teams, winnable games. Again, worth pointing out that in the previous 10 games, you played 8 playoff teams, 8 playoff caliber teams. The only 2 that really aren't are the Jets and the Saints, who are both really bad. Although the Jets won again today on the last-second field goal, and the Saints kind of hung in with the Dolphins. So, but still,
all they did was kill their draft stock.
Yeah, the other 8 teams out of the last 10 are all playoff contenders or are going to be in the playoffs.
Right.
So you were due to have a softball today, and you even get another softball. I know the Saints and the Bucs history next week. So you had some problems on defense. You had some problems sustaining some drives, but you found a way to beat this team today, and that's all that matters, because now you can try to build on this, get some momentum next week, and then you're fine. And you're right. Now suddenly, Harry, those 2 games at the end of the year in the final 3 weeks, week 16 and week 18, look like they're going to loom very large with Carolina. And conveniently, you're going to get the final game at home. It may not come down to that final game, but if it does, you get that at home as well at the end of the year. But there was some things to like today. I have not been able to hear you. So Bucky Irving, it's a work in progress.
Juice. That's the juice to your offense.
The explosiveness from him 2 or 3 different times in the game today. Chris Godwin looked more like what you were hoping for. He's been out for a long time. 2 or 3 plays for him in the game, including a long one down the middle. Defensively, Hassan Reddick was back. He didn't make as much of an impact, but I think that guy could still end up making some plays down the road. Let me say this, at field level.
Hassan looked a lot better, by the way.
Well, I mean, let's hope he starts making some impact down the stretch of the season.
Agree.
So I'm right down here at field level, right behind us. And
which, by the way, there is Simeon Rice.
Yes,
right
he's
there.
In the shot.
He's in. Well, I had to do it.
You had to do it.
Yes.
And by the way, you could have used those 4 guys standing on the field at halftime: Simeon Rice in the red jacket, Derek Brooks, Warren Sapp, and Rondé Barber in the gold jackets. You could have used them in this game today to help put this game away.
Yes.
But you did not have them at your disposal from back in the early 2000s. But I am here to testify for Greek and the Sports Web audience there were 2 or 3 of those holding calls. They're like, what are you calling? And can we even it up where I'm watching in the fourth quarter? This is not everything, but Brissett drops back to pass, and the left tackle for Arizona grabs 2 handfuls of him, twists him, and throws him down in front of Bill Vinovich and the umpire in the backfield. And I'm looking going, are either one of you going to throw your flag when he got body slammed? And Brissett completed like a 15-yard pass to Michael Wilson on the play that I'm talking about. So you had some adversity going against you, but you found a way to win when it was all said and done. The 57-yard field goal could have gone either way. Chase McLaughlin is money, and you needed those 3 points at the end. So I said a lot there.
You definitely needed those 3 points. Special teams came through. I go back to the punt, very critical of the punting game, but that is an important punt.
Dixon pinned him in at the end, you mean?
Picks him in, you pin him in there. You give your defense the opportunity. And then once again, they come up big on that 4th and 2, shutting the Cardinals down, shutting them down earlier on in the game with the 4th down play.
So I talked to Servassier Dennis after the game on Buccaneers radio, and I said, okay, you got in there on the 4th down play. I said, first of all, what was the conversation going back on the field, up 3, knowing you need to stop? And he said, it's on us. I mean, this is obvious stuff. He said, we're just talking about it's on us. Somebody make the play. It's on us. And they knocked the ball away from Wilson on the 3rd down over the middle. I think that was Winfield. It may not have been. Help me remember. And then Dennis was the guy on the 4th down.
It was Dean that knocked it away. Winfield Jr. with the interception. So
that was
Dean
early on in the game.
Late
in the game, they got the 3rd down play over the middle. They knocked it down, and then they came over the middle again, and Dennis knocked it down. And those were the 2 stops you had to have. Again, when it is all said and done, weeks from now, hopefully you're talking playoffs. Is anybody really going to be talking about this game today as memorable or, great moment of the season? Certainly not like the Seattle win.
Right.
Certainly not like the win in the final seconds against Houston on Monday night. But nonetheless, it counts as a W. You had to have it to get some momentum back, and let's see if they can build on it from here with 2 very winnable games in the next 11 days. Not going to be easy, division rivals, but, I would love to be sitting on Friday morning, 12 days from now, talking about, at that point, 9-5.
Yes.
Get to 8-5.
Yes.
Then get to 9-5, and you're playing with a little house money with the final 3 games.
I want to run the table. I want them to run the table because my prediction at the beginning of the year here, and we're on with the media icon, Mr. TJ Reeves of the Buccaneer Radio Network. I'm your host, Peter Blake, giving you something to think about here live from Raymond James Stadium. 12-5. That was the prediction. So we'll see if they can get there. I definitely think they have some things to improve. And I think the positive thing, and I'm the eternal optimist, so take this for what it is, but you're getting healthy at the right time. You talk about Bucky Irving and the juice. You talk about Chris Godwin with the breakaway 25-yard reception there. The old Chris Godwin. Mike Evans may be coming back. Elijah Cansey may be coming back. And this, as you talked about in the preseason, may have been the plan all along, media icon. You want to get them ready. You want to have them ready for that playoff push.
Correct. You want to be playing your best football at the end of December. And this is vital, folks. You got those wins and put them in the bank.
Yes.
To get to 6-2, by the way.
Yes.
And those are all going to matter. All of that is going to matter coming up in the stretch run that you started 6-2, etc.
Exactly. Let's go out to the phone lines here. Corey, welcome to the Evolution. You're on with yours truly, along with the media icon, Mr. TJ Reeves of the Buccaneer Radio Network. Go, my friend.
Hey, how's it going, Mr. Reeves? And I'm gonna lean on to what you were just mentioning about the positives, man. Look, we just came off a 3-game skid. This game, you only get 17 of them. We lost 3 in a row, and we look like a team that lost 3 in a row. We were a team that was trying to fit players from injury back in the fold.
Desperate for a win.
Yes.
That's what it comes down to.
So I don't care about the style points, especially on a day where Matthew Stafford looked like the worst quarterback in the 1 o'clock slot.
Right.
Especially on a day. I'll take my damn win, please. Yeah.
Do not apologize for it. Do not give it back.
I don't apologize for wins in the NFL.
Exactly.
I don't care. It's too. You can't, like I say, you can't tell me that the league is hard to win in, and then when we win, you say, "Oh, we should have won by this." Well, I thought it was hard.
Right.
Right.
Give me a break.
Well, and to your point, all right, you play that game in LA on Sunday night, and you got run over in the first half of that game. So now how were you going to respond? And again, it was not perfect, but you at least played well enough, built the lead, looked better on both sides of the ball. I know the competition's not the same, But to your point, the Rams, from what I understand, Stafford threw 2 interceptions in the first half.
Correct.
They're trailing throughout the first half.
Including a pick six.
They're trailing throughout the game.
Yep.
It shows you any given week what can happen.
And down three on Carolina's 20-yard line, he fumbles. He
field
fumbles the
goal
ball.
range to tie the game, correct?
Yeah.
At worst, they should have tied the game with a field goal, and he got sack, fumble to end the
Right.
game. And the point
So
we're making,
so on a day like that,
yes.
and Nick Folk makes almost a 60-yard field goal to beat the. So on days like today, guys, it's about getting the win. We got to make the main thing the main thing.
Correct.
Because if we're playing football late in January and we win by 1 point, who's going to be complaining?
Correct.
So we
No
have
one.
to keep the same energy. I was very pleased with Bucky Irvin. You know, it's crazy how agility and acceleration really work on that football field, because he probably out of our three-headed monster at running back, I'm pretty certain he ran the slowest 40 time. I'm pretty certain, but he clearly looks like the fastest running back on our team.
Yeah, that's a good point.
He just has
speed,
a juice
football
to him.
acceleration,
Well,
the
football
juice.
speed. Let me take you. Let's take behind the curtain here. You're on the field here. You can hear the crowd going, Bucky, Bucky. It's something different.
Yes.
And not only does it galvanize the fan base, but it galvanizes your offense. It again gives them that juice, that explosive nature that you haven't had.
Two important points what Corey's talking about. The first thing is, forget about running in a straight line in a 40-yard dash.
Right.
What about his stop-start? And if his stop-start is quicker than your stop-start, that's how 3 yards, 5 yards becomes 7 yards, 12 yards, 30 yards out the gate.
Yeah.
He's got a fantastic stop-start. Put the foot in the ground to make somebody stop and then explode by them. And the other thing is, that's only a sample. He didn't play a ton in this game today. He's got to build up to football shape, get him reacclimated against the Saints, and then the Thursday night game. Again, they've got their eyes on the entire stretch run. And I don't have it in front of me, but Bucky Irving probably only played about 30 plays today.
Correct.
I would be shocked if it's more than about 35 or 40. It would stun me. I think he was out there about 30,
I like the running back usage
times.
today. I mean, we got a holding call with Sean Tucker had a really good run. It was a holding call back. I like the usage of. We finally threw the ball to Rashad White on his release routes, and you see Rashad White with the ball in his hand is way more explosive than getting it behind on the line. But and defensively, before I go defensively, I got to give kudos to Yaya Diaby and his motor. He plays freaking hard. He's a guy that can. This is just his third year. He's a guy that could potentially go into like 10, 12 sack seasons.
Corey, he can't get a holding call with $1,000 going to somebody's Venmo. He can't get a holding call. I mean, he's coming off the right end again, and they're grabbing him. They're wrestling him. They're throwing him to the ground. It's crazy. You know, Simeon Rice was standing right over there at halftime, and he was a monster. I told a couple of the Buccaneer players that were coming out of the locker room, I said, you want to see a living monster? That guy was a monster. And part of him being a monster was not only his quickness, his agility to get around the end, but if you tried to wrap him up with two hands, they were throwing the flag all the time on you trying to tackle him or grab him. And Diaby doesn't get that same respect, that same credibility. He's not the same guy, but you're right about the motor. That guy keeps trying. He keeps playing. I mean, he was in the backfield in the second half.
That's how he got his sack today.
Correct.
He just
because he ran him down.
He was able to chase down.
He ran Brissett down on that play. He had another play on a screen pass where he ran about 15 yards from where he was and made the play. You make a great point that I love that guy's motor and the effort. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, and you got to have that. Yes, go ahead.
My last thing is we have got to figure out a way to get Zion McCollum's confidence back because it's shot. And hopefully these games coming up, these last 5 games, we're not really, knock on wood, we're not really playing against world beaters at receiver. He can kind of get some of his confidence back on because he's a much better corner than he's been showing these last couple weeks. Like he has to get his and that's what separates these guys sometimes, is confidence. So I'm looking forward to Todd Bowles coaching them up and getting them right, man. Go Bucks! I'll take. We 1-0 this week. I still can't believe the Rams lost, but it is what it is. Any given
Welcome to the
Sunday.
NFL, baby.
Yeah.
Welcome to the NFL.
All right, man.
Corey,
Appreciate the
good
call.
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yep.
So I'll tell you a fun one. I was walking out with Josh Grizzard.
Okay.
And having a couple of moments with him, just talking to him. You want the name of the play to Tristan Wirfs? This is now out there. Other people are talking about it.
Anchor Bay?
It's called Anchor Bar.
Anchor
like
Bar.
The bar in Buffalo came up with the original chicken wings. That's code name Anchor Bar is the name of the play. And so it was interesting. I asked Wirfs after the game on Buccaneers radio. You may see it later on the internet or the TV.
Nothing but Bucks podcast,
nothing
by the
but
way.
Bucks podcast coming.
Boom.
You'll
There
hear
it
the
is.
interview with Wirfs.
Yes.
But I said, when's the last time you scored a touchdown at any level? He goes, I got to think for a second. He goes, high school, we blocked a punt, and I picked it up and ran it in. So that's his only, and he said, that's my only touchdown until today, because he's an offensive lineman starting in high school, then college.
Yes.
So, again, very athletic guy. Another fun one for the fans. They had planned a dance. The offensive lineman had been planning a dance for weeks, that if Wirfs scored on that play, they had some kind of dance planned, and it was aborted. They decided not to do it. So Barton apparently went over and was going to pick Wirfs up like Simba in The Lion King, and then he realized he's 335 pounds. I can't pick him up like Simba. So the aborted touchdown dance is about the only thing that didn't go right on that play. But, I mean, that was right down here, right behind us, and I saw him float right off the line. He threw his little initial block and floated, and I went, oh, boy, because it's coming right to him. And I asked him on Buccaneers radio, I said, what is that moment like? And he goes, the thing is, in practice, he kept floating it to me. And he goes, and then he threw me kind of a bullet. And he goes, for a half second, I'm like, oh, my God, because he threw it kind of hard. Because, but I just put my hands up and I caught it and don't remember the rest. What a moment. Those two guys are great friends off the field. What a moment for them. We'll definitely remember that play later on in the year and when the year is all said and done. But, again, the saying in golf is you can't birdie them all if you don't birdie the first. All right. You can't go on a win streak till you win the first game. And you've now won the first of the 3 games at home to try to put something together at the end of the year, Peter.
Correct. Absolutely. And this is the opportunity that you get at the end of the day, because you play those 8 playoff teams at the beginning. Now your schedule gets a little bit softer, and it's National Football League. You say this all the time. It's a week-by-week league.
It is.
Who thought that the Rams were going to beat the Carolina Panthers? Who thought, let alone the Jets? The Jets beat the Atlanta Falcons.
56-yard field goal.
Would
in the
you
final
rather
play.
be the Atlanta Falcons at this point with all the expectations? Again, we continue to say this, and I feel like there's some Bucs fans out there that are spoiled. Give me some other things here that you learned from that Buccaneer locker room there on Buccaneer Radio Network.
Again, give credit. I mean, Chase McLaughlin is almost unsung on a team that has a lot of stars, but that 57-yard field goal, holy smokes, right after the Cardinals had missed going that same way in the third quarter with a long field goal. He kicked a bullet. It just got in the right upright. That guy's made 9 field goals in a row beyond 50 yards. He is a weapon. So that's a little unsung there. And again, there are things to correct. There are things to correct defensively. You're giving up a lot of yards in the pass game. To the caller's point, Corey, about Zion McCollum's got to get some mojo back. I would agree with that. Get him some confidence back. Nothing helps out the DBs, though, like a pass rush. You've got to start putting some pressure on the quarterback. And a couple of, again, Bucky Irving is a great takeaway. This is just the beginning of how you can get assistance from him and how he can help you with the explosive plays. And again, Arizona was putting 8 guys, 9 guys up by the line of scrimmage over and over and over again, trying to take Irving away. So you got to counterpunch that a little bit if you're the Buccaneers, but Bucky being back is a big deal.
It's a big deal. All right, let's shift gears here. Let's talk about Alex Golesh today. Were you surprised that he took the Auburn job?
I was not surprised that he left. Auburn apparently, so as the story goes, who knows what the truth is. Arkansas and Auburn both in play for Golesh. Of course, we had the report on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. That Golesh was taking the Arkansas job. Did I or did I not text you?
Yes.
And numerous other people and said, settle down, because I know the person in Arkansas. I'm media friends with him, and I'm like, nobody else is substantiating this. Just be careful that he's taken the Arkansas job. He's going to be the Arkansas coach. And sure enough, as Wednesday became Wednesday night, became Thanksgiving, became Friday, and there's nothing else being substantiated by any of the other college football insiders. There's no confirmation from Arkansas. The season plays out. You were here last night for the blowout win. It does not surprise me that he takes an SEC job and takes, easily a 3 or 4 times raise to go in the SEC. Interesting, my Memphis Tigers then lose Ryan Silverfield, the coach, to Arkansas. Silverfield left and took the Arkansas job. And if you're scoring at home, the Gator new coach is John Summerall, the Tulane coach. and he's going to coach in the championship game on Friday night. And then apparently if they're in the college football playoffs, Summerall will coach them in the playoff game before he takes over full-time at Florida. If you're scoring at home, that's 3 American Conference coaches to the SEC. Golish to Auburn, Silverfield to Arkansas, Summerall to Florida.
All right, I met Rob Higgins last night. He
Uh-huh.
asked me, where you from? I said, I'm from here. He said, me too. And then you meet Derek Brooks.
Uh-huh.
And I have the connection here. I think John Gruden.
And John Gruden was here today.
Is the perfect candidate.
And Derek Brooks was here today. All right, so
the-
I saw 55. You want this? I
Mhm.
saw 55 for a moment a couple of times. I saw him before the game. I said, how you doing? He just kind of looked at me. I said, how's your phone? He just kind of looked at me because I'm sure everybody and their brother is trying to give him a suggestion as the CEO below Rob Higgins about what to do. Everybody, you've brought this up. Everybody's connected the dots immediately that Brooks played for Gruden. Gruden is here physically.
Yep.
Gruden was physically here at this game today. I don't know that John wants to coach college players. I guess we're about to find out, because if he does, if he wants to jump into all of this, I can't believe they wouldn't take a strong look at him. But I don't know that John wants to deal with the NIL and the transfer portal and all of that. I don't know where his head is. I've not talked to him about that mentality to know if that's going to happen. So if it's not Gruden, you've got to go find, maybe it's a coordinator, which is what Golish was. Maybe it is somebody at a smaller group of 5 school that wants to step up.
James
major
Madison
market.
University,
Correct.
undefeated. Yes. Willie Simmons.
Chesney is the JMU coach.
Yes.
Does James Madison end up getting into the college football playoff? And then Chesney's dollars go up and maybe somebody else wants him.
Yeah.
Again, this is going to be, it's not over yet. It's not, get ready. It's not over yet tonight, tomorrow, because the Ole Miss job, how are they filling that? Who gets the USF job? Who gets the Tulane job? Penn State hasn't hired their coach. UCLA has not hired their coach. So the coaching carousel is far from over. But kudos to Alex Golish, because, I mean, we would all take the money. We would all take the opportunity. It's the SEC.
Yes, I've seen a suggestion from Nick Wise of 620 WDE 95.3, our old friend Anthony Becht. You get Anthony Becht, you get his son Rocco.
There's an interesting name.
How about that one?
Anthony Becht has been a coach in the UFL, and before that, the XFL with the St. Louis Battlehawks. Coaching experience. From the area, knows the area. Son was a high school star in the area. Son would come with him allegedly and have 1 year remaining of eligibility. If that's, who knows? I haven't talked to AB about it, but that is a name they should look at and consider.
All right.
And again, with head coaching experience, you make a good point. He has that before. What are the Bulls going to do?
What are the Bulls?
What are the Bulls going to do?
It's an attractive position at this point. It's not like a stepping stone like a lot of people would say. You got a new on-campus stadium going in the right direction here. You've got Derek Brooks a part of it. Rob Higgins. I feel confident. First time meeting Derek Brooks. Unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I feel
These
like
guys. Let me tell you this. I go back with Rob Higgins 30 years. I've told you that.
Wow.
He was the basketball manager at USF when I was the play-by-play guy with Seth Greenberg, and he was the basketball manager.
Right.
These guys are not fooling around. These are guys that have been doing, in Rob's case, multi-million-dollar deals to bring events here to Tampa Bay through the Tampa Bay Sports Commission.
Sure.
Brooks has been involved in multi-million-dollar business dealings with the DeBartolos and with everybody else. These are guys that know all the movers and shakers in this area, in this region, in this state, financially and otherwise. They are not fooling around with whatever they are about to do, knowing they're going into a new stadium and knowing that the possibility of being in a bigger conference exists.
Correct.
They are not, I mean, they are prepared right now to move and shake, have NIL money, etc. More than one person is pointing out that Golish probably had a better NIL pool of money than any other American coach. And this is before Higgins and Derek Brooks have shown up to fundraise and to help that out. So stay tuned, Bulls fans. You're in good hands with those
And I
guys.
threw this out at you the other night. The reason why maybe you hire Derek Brooks is to recruit a big name coach like John Gruden.
Maybe.
I'm just saying, final thoughts here.
Maybe it's a Florida State connection from Derek Brooks.
Yes.
Somewhere along the way. Stay tuned for that.
How about that? All right.
Final thoughts, on today? Let's give you a couple of final thoughts. Take the win over the Cardinals, and this is going to come fast because the Saints, who lost today to the Dolphins, the Saints will be in here next Sunday. And again, they are bad right now. They're 2-10 now after the loss today.
Yeah.
But that's always a rivalry type situation. And then you're right back on Thursday night with Atlanta. So you need to tighten up some things on defense. You're giving up way too many third down conversions, soft coverage, zone coverage, giving up way too much right now with that. Pass rush will help that. But with Bucky Irving back and being able to get some touchdowns, again, you got 2 more touchdowns in the red zone today. You put enough points on the board today. There's a lot to build on. Bear in mind that in each of the last 2 years, 5-1 a year ago to end the season, 5-2 2 years ago to end the season. This is the time of year when Todd Bowles' teams have come on. Let's see if it continues.
23-6, 22-6 coming in, 23-6 since 2020, week 13 and beyond for Todd Bowles and this Tampa Bay Buccaneer team. So
I'll take that stat.
Absolutely.
Let's do this. What am I with you? Middle of the week?
Wednesday, yes.
I'm back
Wednesday
with you
night.
middle of the week.
Yes, sir.
Let's do this again in 7 days.
All right.
And see what happens with the Saints. Because again, if you get that game, at that point, you're now 8-5, getting ready for the Thursday night game with Atlanta, and you got all kinds of possibilities. You got all kinds of stretch run possibilities. Again, Carolina is off next week. That is their bye week. They will play the Saints on the weekend after the Buccaneers have played the Falcons. So in theory here, and Carolina also has the Seattle Seahawks before the Buccaneer games in the stretch run, or the Seattle game may be in the middle.
Correct.
I believe Seattle is in the middle of the 2 Tampa Bay games.
Yes.
So the Panthers have remaining now because they have played 12 games. They have 5 games left. They have the Saints, help me here with remembering who else, Seattle and Tampa Bay twice.
Yeah.
And then somebody else, I think.
Yeah.
Actually, they are now 7-6 on the season. They have 4 games left. That's the 4 games they have remaining. They have the Saints when they come off of the bye. They have the Bucs at home. They have Seattle at home, and then they are here.
Right.
So at the moment, the Buccaneers are half game up, but the Saints game this week is, while Carolina's not playing, you could be a full game up with a win here. And then stay tuned on what happens after Thursday night football with Atlanta. I just know this. It's a blast, meaningful football to be talking about all of this.
Thank you.
Right now.
Thank you.
And you're 7-5, staring right at the chance of being 8-5. I heard you earlier in the week going on and on about don't give me this stuff about how bad it's been and how you need to fire the coach during the season. We lived through the 2010s.
Thank you.
Firing the coach
the
over
abomination of Greg Schiano.
Yes.
Did you Raheem Morris? Did you like Lovie Smith?
Dirk Cutter. You went through all of that, and you had 1 winning season with Raheem in a stretch of about 8 or 9 years.
Right.
So be happy that you're winning games. Take care of business with the Saints, and then it gets really fun for the final stretch run of 5 games to end the year.
And give me the sound effect here because I got to get it again. I'm going to edit it up. If you are a Bucs fan and you don't like,
if you are a Bucs fan and you are rooting for your team to lose, if you are rooting to get the coach fired while you're 7-5 with everything in front of you with all of these home games, go away. Go away. This is what I said before. I will hold the door. Leave. The rest of us want to enjoy meaningful football in December and the chance to be in the playoffs. If you want to talk about next year now, go away. There's opportunity here to be in the playoffs and do damage, and I'm here for it with you on the Sports Web.
I appreciate you, the media icon, Mr. TJ Reeves of the Buccaneer Radio Network. Nothing But Bucs podcast tomorrow with Gene and all the highlights.
Recap, the Gene highlights, the
Love
interviews,
it.
Wherever you get podcasts, Nothing But Bucs.
Yes.
Keep knocking them down on the Sports Web.
Will
brother.
do, my friend.
Great to be with
Appreciate you. Absolutely. Good stuff there, Mr. TJ Reeves of the Buccaneer Radio Network. Open phone lines, and then we will get out of here because I'm going to hang out with my family. We're going to have some more Thanksgiving. I didn't have enough turkey, obviously, so we're going to do that. So let's go to the single shot there. There we go. Open phone line, 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391 as your Tampa Bay Buccaneers move to 7-5. What are your thoughts on it? Bucky Irving back today. Flashes of Chris Godwin back in the fold. Let's go out to Raina. Raina, welcome to the Evolution after your Bucs moved to 7-5 here live from Raymond James Stadium. How you doing?
Hey, Peter.
How you doing?
So we're headed good, great. Well, great since we won, and we're headed home to Fort Myers. So I have a Bucs virgin with me.
Okay. A Bucks virgin.
So, yes, a Bucks virgin because she's never been to a game before.
Did she have a good time?
Yes, and she's awesome. Her name's Mary, so
Okay.
I'm gonna let you talk to her.
All right, Mary. Mary, you're on the Evolution of Sports Talk Television. What was your first experience like? Raina said you're a Bucks virgin. Now you're not. The Bucks go on and win here. What was it like to go to your first Bucks game? Welcome to the Evolution.
Thank you. Absolutely amazing. It was wonderful. Could not have asked for a better experience.
Okay. Good. All right. Good stuff. Well, you got to come back now. Now you got to one. You got two more here. So if Raina can get you out here, and we need all the Bucks fans, and the crowd was good today. The crowd needs to get better because you have to have that home field advantage. What did you eat today? What kind of experience did you have? What did you take from this game?
Well, lots of tequila and lots of rum was the best.
All right.
I can't speak for the food, but
Lots of tequila. All right. Well,
lots of tequila.
all right. Well, you guys get home safe. I'm glad you guys had a good time. Thanks a lot for calling the Evolution of Sports Talk Television here live from Raymond James Stadium. All right.
So, Peter.
Yes.
I got something to tell you.
Go ahead.
So hopefully the deadbeat fans will be quiet now, right?
No, I think you'll still hear that they didn't dominate the Arizona Cardinals enough, that Todd Bowles still needs to be fired, that they gave up, over 400 yards. Some Bucks fans are just never satisfied. They just aren't. So it
was awesome to cheer for Bucky.
Right.
Bucky.
Right. How did you like that? I mean, that atmosphere when he runs in there, when he gets the first down, when he accomplishes it, you can hear the juice. You can feel the juice in the stadium. It's something different. Not taking away from Rachaad White, not taking away from Sean Tucker, but there is something special that this kid has a twinkle in his eye, and it is great to see him back on this team at this point.
And we love him, and I'm so happy to see him doing better. So that's all that matters, right?
Absolutely. Sounds good. I appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Appreciate you. Thanks a lot for calling the
See you
Evolution.
later. Bye.
Yes. Bye. All right. Good stuff there. So somebody goes to their first Bucks game. Open phone line 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. So let's go out to the comments again. This show is brought to you by Tampa Joe's for all your away watch parties, and you got 3 weeks away to the Carolina Panthers when the Bucks are on the road. Get out there, 9316 Anderson Road in Tampa. You get a chance to be a part of the Evolution of Sports Talk Television and join the Rolex Reporter. And then if that wasn't enough right now, let's go out to Up the Block Barbershop. Listen, you like the haircut, you like the beard trim, you like the fade. $49.46. You don't have to go far. It's Up the Block Barbershop. Go look for my favorite barber, Ricky, and all the great barbers there at Up the Block Barbershop. So again, open phone line 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. Go Bucks, go Bucks.
Wait up, no, boy. Stop. Wait up.
Let's do this.
Victory!
And then let's do this. All right, good stuff there again. YouTube super chats are open. Like and subscribe to the Sports Web. If you like the content, give to the content. And of course, Facebook stars, go friend me at Peter H. Blake. I promise I won't bite. Gritty, not pretty at this point. Yes. Let's see here. Win is a win right now. Need to bring more heat from the defense, but LFG, 3 must wins coming up. Carolina is going to be tough, but the Bucks play Bucks ball. We will have the win. Fire those cannons, as the great Gene Deckerhoff would say.
Fire the cannon!
Yes, right there. Let's go out. So good to see Bucky back, not missing a beat. But the team isn't going to get far until they fix the pass defense. So sick of seeing soft coverage just get torched on dump offs and screens. Definitely tough to watch sometimes. Victory. How about them Bucks, baby? Yes.
Victory!
All right, let's go out to Megan. Went to Tampa Joe's Friday. It was fantastic. If you go out there, you tell them that the Sports Web and Peter Blake sent you, you get 15% off your deal. Let's go out to Alex. Alex, welcome to the Evolution of Sports Talk Television, using your second call in collaboration with the JP Peterson Show. Go, my friend.
Yes. So now that it's a little bit more open, so as I was saying, looking ahead, we got the Saints next week.
Yeah.
Keep doing kind of what we did today. Get some guys more locked in. Get Bucky Irving, more chances to run the ball. Get some Chris Godwin passes in. But I think the key to the second half or the latter half of the rest of the season is got to get that defense locked in, man. Got to get that defense locked in. Listen, I know you think some of us are knocking the defense. I'm not really knocking the defense. I just feel like there's a couple times that there's some big plays given up that shouldn't be given up.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm having some issues here with the mic. So if I pound on my mic, there's a reason. It's either short in the wire, which I don't think it is. And again, I went out to Guitar Center out there in Clearwater in Tampa. Thanks a lot for taking care of me. I think it's the mic at this point. So we found a problem, but I do apologize for that if I hurt your ears. But listen, I definitely think there's some criticism that needs to be warranted about this defense, right? But today, you do get a couple turnovers. Today, you get a couple fourth down stops. Today, this defense holds a team that was, listen, I get it. The record, you're 3-9, but this offense has played a lot better with Jacoby Brissett at the controls. You have Marvin Harrison Jr. there. You have Trey McBride, who could be the best tight end in the game at this point, if not one of the best. So, again, you give up a lot of yards, but you only give up 17 points. And when you need a critical stop at a critical time, Alex, guess what?
You got it. Absolutely. That last drive, that last 4 and out was huge. Game on the line. When they got the ball back, I was like, oh, they got a minute and a half left.
Yeah.
Man, I got my inside starting to turn inside out. But listen, the defense did get the stop. But just looking, and listen, I'm not trying to compare teams. I'm not trying to compare X, Y, and Z. But I'm looking at those last 2 games of the last 2 out of 3 against the Panthers. I'm looking at their defense and I'm looking at our defense.
Right.
And I really do believe that our season may come down to those 2 games. A lot of people are saying, well, they have, a rough schedule. We have an easy schedule. They just went into LA they just beat LA under bad conditions.
Right.
And it was a shootout.
Right.
They are not the team to sleep on. So I just want to see.
Because,
again, I think the offense is going to be great.
I'm going to give credit to where credit is due. Harry the Greek, professional handicapper extraordinaire, said to everybody's, laughing and joking around, even myself. He said Carolina was going to be an improved team, and he's right. Carolina's an improved team. They're buying into Dave Canales. Bryce Young is playing better, and that defense is causing turnovers and playing well. So. But at the end of the day, I still favor that Tampa Bay Buccaneer team, especially if they can get healthy. I know there's a lot of people out there, well, you're the eternal optimist. Well, listen, you have to be an eternal optimist to go through all the years the Bucs losing. You have
absolutely,
to be an
but guys,
optimist.
listen to this.
Yes.
Listen to this. At the end of the day, nothing is given on any Sunday in the National Football League.
Correct.
Anything can change. Anything can happen. I mean, again, at the end of the day, a win is a win. We're still top of the division. You got a very bad opponent next week against the Saints. Another chance to kind of get these last kinks in order, get guys more in sync, especially on both sides of the ball.
Right.
Not just the defense, but both sides of the ball.
Correct.
There's always room to improve. Always repeat that. There's always room to improve. But other than that, listen, at the end of the day, a win's a win. We're still at the top of the division. Thankfully, we won regardless of what the Panthers do. But I guess at the end of the day, we can't worry about the Panthers. We got to do what we're doing, what the Bucs are doing. How can we be better week in and week out?
That's it.
We got 2 to 3 weeks left until we get those two big games against the Panthers coming up. And I told you, I said it many times, I think this division will come down to those 2 games.
It may, and that's what the NFL was looking at in the first place. Alex, appreciate the call.
Thank you, buddy.
As always,
hey,
all right?
Great work, man. Great work as always, as I always say.
Thank you, man. You're a
All
good
right,
guy. You're a good man, and you're one of definitely of the webheads here, the foundational webheads that we love on this show. Open phone line, 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. Rams can't play in the rain. Sun Devil Dave right there. Way to go, Bucks. Solid game from cautious Baker. No turnovers. He protected his body. Absolutely. I'm tired of allowing 70% completion ratios every week. I get that. But again, you pick up a win. And some of those numbers that your guys are looking at the end of the day, you're making that team one-dimensional. So, of course, they have to throw the ball. So it looks a lot, but you're exactly right. You got to do a better job of defending the pass. Too many wide open receivers we saw today too many times, whether it was zone, man-to-man, especially zone, just absolutely drives a lot of Bucs fans crazy. Broadway, thanks a lot for calling before. We couldn't hear you. Glad we won, but Carolina's the best team right now in our division. Well, Dave, according to record-wise, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are in first place in the NFC South. So we can see here in the next couple of weeks, we'll see what the Bucs can do. Having Bucky back was huge. More coming. Super chat right there. King, $2. Easiest money in Bucs game. Opposing quarterbacks over yards. Thank you very much for that. Hits every single time. Only time it did not hit was the Saints game. Chris Cole. Godwin is still a little rusty. That he is. Zach Mitchell right there. I've seen Baker and Wirfs at the anchor bar before. So there you go. That's good stuff. Oh, yeah. Wirfs as a tight end. Definitely, I heard somebody say he has better hands than K-Dot, and I definitely agree with that. I don't know if they're going to do that, but they may put more jumbo packages in there, as the great best of the Bay, Tampa Bay, Ray Kennedy would say. I missed that guy. I think Randall McDaniel got one. I may be wrong. I think you were right about that. I don't know. It's way back, but I think you're right. The great Paul Stewart from over there in the UK had that statistic. Nothing easy, but it's a W. Good to see Bucky back. Godwin playing more. Not a bad day. Dropped a nice one in the end zone, but made a few good catches. You're exactly right. That's a big-time difference. Chris Godwin has to catch that pass. More than likely, he's going to catch that pass, but he's not where he needs to be yet. But you saw a lot better. Chris Godwin looked like Chris Godwin today, especially with the broken tackles, especially on third down. It was encouraging to see that. JP, if you were the general manager, would you make Toddlers get a real defensive, or Todd Bowles get a real defensive coordinator, or would you just let Todd go? We'll ask him that question tomorrow. Good thing we didn't lose today, because we would be in second place. Scott Broadway says, I said we got the dub, baby. All right, so you got the dub. There you go. Victory! Yeah, where's that dub at? There it is.
We got the dub, baby!
There you go, Todd. You definitely did. Happy with the win, but also disappointed as well. We should have put this team away in the first half. Playing like this isn't going to beat the Panthers, who are sending while we are regressing. Hey, Peter and JP, that was a tough win. We needed that bad, because Carolina is right on our butts. We got to clean it up on defense. Boy Wonder, I believe that's KR. Welcome Bucky back. Instant impact he made. He shows why he's a game changer. Absolutely. Tony says Zion is a weak link right now. A lot of teams see that now. They do. They see it. Needed a dominant edge rusher. You may be getting that here in the next couple of weeks. We're getting Kalijah Cansey back to help that line out. What's the number to call in? Devin, you already used it. Miss Darlene Emanuel right there, the Green Queen herself. Congrats, looking better than my Eagles. All right. Sorry about you, Eagles. Falcons lose to the Jets. You got to love that. Need the number. You got the number. Not to satisfy at all, but we won. Laugh out loud. King Cook, this defense has period. Let's see. Too much looking around, jogging around out there. Rick, Zion is getting picked on. The zone is getting picked apart. We have a lot of holes to mend if we have a chance of winning the division. Zach Mitchell, I think Panthers offense has been better than us. I would disagree saying that the Panthers defense is better than ours. Panthers defense is pretty good. 4 out of 5 of the last games are divisional. Second gauntlet we are in. Don't sleep. We won't. Our third down defense is even worse. How we didn't make a move for Josh Sweat. They're not going to give him away. Vita, Braswell, Zion, Hassan, all still in game checks. Yeah, Braswell. Reddick played a little bit better today. But Braswell, you haven't heard from him. Torn pec, but we are trying to bring Kalijah back. Crazy work. I mean, again, if he's healthy and it looks like he's ahead of schedule, you saw that defensive line and how much better they were with Cansey on it. So I'm amazed at how many doctors we have in the audience at this point, or how many people became doctors, because I'm not one. I don't play one on TV. I may look like one with the gray hair. Yeah, I had to have a lot of gray hair today with, waiting for that fourth quarter to end as it was nip and tuck. Doctor reference, if you know. But we're not doctors. So I trust the player if he's ready to go. I trust the organization. If they think he's ready to go, let's go. Let's play him. To sit here and act like the kitty cat shouldn't be respected, people are tripping. Chris Cole, I'm happy for Alex Golish. The Panthers just create a new confidence in life after the win against the Rams. This is very, very bad news for us. Play Blues Wolf. Fix bad mics by using a bigger hammer, just like rock bands. Right. The Rolex Reporter getting it done as always, TJ. Thank you very much, Michael Hulk. Word big win today. Let's see. Carolina's still inconsistent. Go Bucks, says Raina. Go Bucks.
Wait up, little boy. Wait up.
Go Bucks.
It's exciting.
Go Bucks.
We got the job, baby.
Go Bucks.
Shake and bake.
Go Bucks.
Fire the curtain.
Go Bucks.
How about them Bucks, baby?
Go Bucks. On the phone line, 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. The boxing writer, Bucks are good at winning narrow margin games. Could be a good habit as and when they play off football. Absolutely. This is a great comment because you look at the other side of the football. How many one-score losses has that other coach had, Cannon, for the Arizona Cardinals? They're a young team trying to figure out how to win. This is a veteran team that knows how to win in the fourth quarter. We've seen it over and over again. They're able to hold on today. So good comment there. Love that.
Oh, yeah.
Big win for the Bucs today. Get that losing juju off of us. Absolutely. Get that bad taste out of your mouth. It feels like, listen, I got acid reflux. That's how I felt the last 3 weeks here talking to some of you guys. Like I got acid reflux. I'm going to have a heart attack trying to convince you that the season is never over here on the evolution of Sports Talk Television. Let's go out to Sun Devil Dave.
What's going on?
How do we start off this show,
Great
Sun
job.
Devil? Yeah.
Thanks for wasting your time. Goodbye forever.
There you go.
Can you hear me okay out here?
I can hear you just fine, my friend.
Great win by the Bucs today. Very impressed.
Absolutely.
They did. And I was looking at the stats. It looks like we were out rushed, out passed. I think we only had 184 total passing yards, 279 total yards, but consistently, basically just kept everything in perspective. Kept it alive. Defense made some big plays, and my favorite number, 0, no turnovers. Right
there, you go. That's winning football.
And Baker played cautious. Baker, I like Baker today.
Right,
actually sliding, he was protecting his body. He was playing a lot smarter.
Right,
understanding that we need to have him healthy. Throughout December for the playoffs.
He was shaking and baking. You saw him, and I know I was sitting in the press box, and then there was calls for pause, if you will. There was a deep sigh of relief when Baker, wasn't going in trying to truck a linebacker, that he goes down with the slide, because you got to protect him. You got to protect that shoulder. Absolutely correct.
Absolutely, yeah. It looked great. With Bucky healthy, and hopefully McMillan coming back, and maybe we're getting Mike Evans maybe at the end of December.
Yep.
I think that the Bucs are going to be pretty dangerous if we get everyone healthy on offense, and then who are waiting on defense still?
Kalijah Kancey. You're waiting for Kalijah Kancey to come back, and he could come back here in the next couple of weeks. We'll see. Jalen McMillan, nobody talking about him. He could come back too.
Right. Right. They're looking good. We took advantage of a Cardinal defense. Cardinal team was a little bit inconsistent. They had like they imploded out there, but hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles. We just got to take advantage of that. We should win the next 2 games. We got Saints Sunday, and then we got that Falcons game 4 days later, right?
Yeah,
Thursday night
football in the creamsicle. So we'll see. And Kirk Cousins coming back to the fold there. So that's always a tough matchup. Right now, the Atlanta Falcons are reeling. A lot of high expectations. They may be firing their coach here eventually, as crazy as it sounds. But it has not worked this year, whether it's injuries, whether it's lack of execution, schematically, players. It just has not worked. And that's why I always caution Bucs fans, it could be a lot worse. And I know it's easy to say that, but it could be. It could absolutely be a lot worse. You could be the Atlanta freaking Falcons at this point with the high expectations.
Hey, last time I checked, when you're in first place by yourself, you usually are able to control your own destiny, right?
Right.
You win to take care of business, then you're in the playoffs. So the Bucs are in first place. The Bucs control their own destiny. They'll be 9-6. I think at worst will be 10-7. 11-6 for the year. We're gonna be fine. Everyone cooler Jets. But got to watch out for the first place and number 1 seed Chicago Bears.
How about that, huh? How about that?
Unbelievable, huh?
It's been crazy for Bears fans out there. And listen, I'm happy for Bears fans. I really am.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It's been a long time coming. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, if you're a Bears fan and you had the success that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had, would you be complaining every game? Well, this wasn't a pretty win, and you're giving up 70. And again, I love you, Bucs fans. I love you.
Right.
But come on, man. Let's
and
put
as
it
much
in
as the Bears
perspective.
are doing well this year, I don't think the Bears have won a playoff game since like 2010.
Yeah.
They haven't won a playoff game in 15 years. So
yeah,
the Bucs at least have gone to playoffs 5 years in a row. So
yeah.
All
All right.
count your blessings. Stop being overprivileged, spoiled brats.
My goodness.
You're gonna be fine. Have a great job tonight.
Thank you.
I'll probably talk to you on. I'm gonna be on tomorrow night.
Of course, I'll be on tomorrow night. We never stop here. The grind never stops here on the Evolution, my friend.
You're always doing awesome. I'll try to get out there maybe next Sunday for the What the Buck
Well,
stuff.
yeah, get out there to What the Buck. We got you for the next 2 weeks. I don't know about Thursday night. We'll see, because I get off at 5:30 from Smart Financial. Shout out to all the great people out there from Smart Financial. Thanks a lot for not only providing me a great work environment, great pay, but also a turkey. What work provides a free turkey for your family? Just amazing stuff there for Smart Financial. Yeah, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
We're doing well here at Pittsburgh. They give us Thursday and Friday off, so we're back to work tomorrow.
We're doing well, my friend. We're eating well. We're eating good, as they would say, right?
Yeah.
All right.
That's awesome.
How do we end
Have
off
a great
the call?
rest of the Sunday. Thank you for wasting my time. Goodbye forever. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right. See you tomorrow, Mr. Sun Devil Dave. Open phone line 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. Look back there if you can. You see Simeon Rice. I'm going to do something for a moment here. Well, I don't think I could do that. I don't think I should do that. But Simeon Rice getting inducted into the Ring of Honor. Give me your thoughts on that as we continue to read the comments. We'll try to wrap this up in just a little bit. I'm glad Arizona's kicker missed, because if not, we might have been going into overtime, but you're not. We need another win next week. Keep stacking those wins. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go out. Carolina is opposite of the Bucs. They lose to bad teams, but can't beat the good teams. But they beat the Rams today. There you go. Logan Hall played with great effort today. You always like to see that. Kyle Reed. So my main worry for the Bucs is their place right now in the playoff seeding. Me as a Bears fan, the Bears shouldn't be number 1 as of right now. Can the Bucs get a 5-game winning streak to knock the Bears and the Rams to number 2, number 3? We shall see. Jorge, listen, if the Buccaneers don't make the playoffs, just know that Tampa Bay eliminated a team this year in the Arizona Cardinals. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, the Arizona referees. But don't worry. Knowing Carolina's inconsistency will be just okay. Now on to the Inter Miami game with Lionel Messi next week. Hi, everyone. Shadow is here from South Dakota. Thanks a lot for tuning in. They're from South Dakota, California, Texas, Carolina, Georgia, all over the place. It's the evolution of Sports Talk Television in collaboration with the JP Peterson Show here live from Raymond James Stadium after your Tampa Bay Buccaneers go to 7-5. They defeat the Arizona Cardinals 20-17. Yeah, Bucky's different. So great in small spaces. Mikey Rivers here. Panthers win the South. Jaguars make the playoffs. The Glazers made the wrong choices. Anthony Beck to USF. John Gruden would be horrible, says Devin. Gruden to USF. Agree with that. Happy Bucks win. Absolutely. David says Todd Bowles for USF new head coach. Come on. Go Bucks, says Raina. Go Bucks.
Wait up, little boy. Stop. Wait up.
Go Bucks.
It's exciting.
Go Bucks.
We got the job, baby.
Go Bucks.
How about them Bucks, baby?
Go Bucks.
Fire the cannon.
Go Bucks. And of course,
Victory!
open phone line 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391 here live from Raymond James Stadium. Let's hold off on the kitty cat glaze tonight, huh? Bucks won. Be happy. Mike D. Roche. Oh, Canada. I want to see Vea score a short yardage touchdown. You've seen that before. Amen. That's go Bucks. Go Bucks.
Wait up, little boy. Stop. Wait up.
Go Bucks.
It's exciting.
Go Bucks.
How about them Bucks, baby?
Go Bucks.
Victory!
All right. Thank you, Eric. Appreciate you as always. Amen. TJ, fire bulls, donkeys need to go away. I agree. King Cook fact, so many pessimistic fake Bucs fans. We won. Exactly. You won. You are 7-5. You're not 5-7. You're not 3-9. You're not looking towards firing your coach. You're not looking towards the draft. You're 7-5. You're still in the thick of it, baby. Boom, baby. Let me say that. Let me go out to Cole, CSB brother. Cole, welcome to the Evolution of Sports Talk Television here live from Raymond James Stadium. Go, my friend.
Thank you, Peter. Listen, I appreciate your being calm, and I appreciate your being forthcoming with these Buck fans that are Johnny-come-lately. Some of us who've been around since the 80s would have loved a 3-game losing streak.
Yes.
You understand? Instead, we had to deal with an 11-game losing streak. Okay? Calm down. The coach doesn't need to be fired. Maybe the special teams coordinator at the end of the year, but nobody's going to be fired tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
This team's getting healthier. Calm down. Everything's going to be fine. I don't want to use a Rodgers-ism, but I will. Relax, people. Calm down.
Yeah.
We are not going to lose the rest of the year.
I love it.
That's what I said. We are winning the rest of the year until the playoffs, and then we'll see.
All right. I love it, Cole. What else did you get from the Bucs game today?
Well, Bucky looks pretty awesome. I wish he had work done speed because he sure has work done moves.
Well, he's
wow.
elusive. He's elusive. I don't know. I don't think he's as fast as Warwick Dunn, but he's
he's not
explosive. He can break tackles. Just running around, making it, a simple. It looked like a 2-yard to 3-yard loss. Make something out of nothing. I mean, that's what your offense has missed.
A 4-yard loss into a 3 or 4 yard gain, that's amazing. I would love to see the wide receivers catch some balls because Baker was on his horse today. He was money.
Yeah.
I mean, Godwin dropping 4 points, and he didn't drop a pass. He dropped 4 points.
Yes.
And so and as far as USF is concerned, I just want to throw this out. It's not. I would like to see a coach stick and stay, because we get a decent one and they don't want to go. I mean, unfortunately, the basketball coach, had no choice. The Lord called him home. But I mean,
of course,
I'd like to see a coach stick around. And I think if the basketball coach was here, I don't think I think Golish has a harder time leaving. But I can't blame him for leaving for the SEC. But come on, I'd like to see somebody stick around and stay and say, I'm staying here. I'm going to be the Joe Pa or the
well,
what is it called? I'd like to see one of these people.
You like to see the Steve Spurrier. You like to see the Joe Pa.
Yes.
You like to see the Tom Osborns. And I don't know if you're ever going to see that. Nick Saban even. You like to see that consistency there because it's not about hiring and firing coaches. It's about keeping that consistency, keeping that coach there. I don't know if you're ever going to see that again, but I will tell you this. The direction, the arrow is pointing up for this USF Bulls team. It is.
But does that mean, is that stay the same with the coach being different? I don't know.
We'll see. I mean, but I think, again,
the coach before Golish, he was a hot commodity and people were all excited about. He's the offensive coordinator for Clemson, and he was dog poop.
Yeah,
I mean, seriously, it was horrible. And Golish came in here. I was a little nervous. Come on, do we really want to trust the Tennessee offensive coordinator? And he turned out to be great. So, just get somebody decent. I think they're going to do that with the people who are in charge. Derek Brooks is awesome. Saw the picture on Facebook. Way to go.
Thank you.
Very nice job. Great job, Peter. And I'll let you go, man. I just wanted to say, go Bucks and calm down, people.
Yes.
All right? We're not going to lose the rest of the year.
Yes. Love it. There you go. Cole, CSB brother right there. He says, go Bucks, go Bucks. Go Bucks.
Wait up, little boy. Stop. Wait up.
Let's see here. Go Bucks. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see if it will play. My stuff's not playing right now. And then in this right here.
Victory!
Mobile phone line 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. Why so much kitty cat glazing right now? Let's focus on our Bucks. Damn, we just won. David, I guess I'm donkey because I'm not happy to settle for mediocre defense 3 years in a row. I'm like JP. I'm not happy with the constantly giving up third down longs. Agree. Can't fake the Panthers. Took down good teams. but I still take us every day of the week. Absolutely. There, Cardinals were officially eliminated from the playoffs today by us. There you go. Peter, I called. Call me back. I will at the end of the show. Reddick gave up on almost every play in the second half for sure. He's not worth much of anything at this point. Michael, David Moser, so what? Fire him now? What's the answer after that? Waiting for your answer. King Cook. Plus, Godwin will be so key for us coming down the stretch. Defenses will have to respect him on the field, especially on third down when he can break tackles. He's still got that explosive nature to him. I seen some Bucs fans saying he's washed up. He's just getting over the injury. Get him back. You're going to get him back. He's going to get better and better as the season goes on. And then, oh, by the way, there is a chance that you could get back Mike Evans, Jalen McMillan, and once again, Kalijah Cansey to solidify that defense. I like the chances of this Tampa Bay Buccaneer team. Again, I may be the eternal optimist. Guilty as charged. Guilty as charged, guys. 1989, right? We've seen the good, we've seen the bad, and we've seen the ugly. And right now, it's pretty good. And I'll take it. We got the win, folks. Absolutely. Godwin looked good. Besides the drop, agree. Where was Morrison today? Jamel Dean played. Shep had a fourth down catch. Exactly right. Big time fourth down conversion for him.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go out to King Cook facts, though. If Kalijah is ready, we are ready. I was too emotional with that take. Laugh out loud. My bad. Listen, never apologize for emotion on this show. We always say three things. Bring your passion, bring your excitement, just don't bring any nonsense. Sometimes, Bucs fans, it's okay to be emotional. But again, keep it in perspective. I still love you tuning in there on YouTube. Bucs put 57 watts in the game. He's no longer with the team. Pete spitting facts. Jose, thank you very much. Keep it up, bud. Thank you for watching as always. I'll see you tomorrow there at Smart Financial. Baker was throwing dots. Absolutely. Like Baker said, we are on the playoff mode from here on out. We know the stakes. The stakes are high. I'm happy for Bears fans. Absolutely. Congrats. Greek. Absolutely. Dave, Michael, I don't know. Maybe go out and get an upcoming coach like Carolina did or the Panthers or what the 49ers did a few years ago. Y'all act like there's no other good coaches out there. Well, they found a good coach. Sean, Reddick cannot give up on plays. Expect to get money and extensions. Agree with that. David, I appreciate the comment, but Bowles is our answer for this season as of right now. Could that change? Absolutely could change. That's why it's so important. It's a must-win game, every game from here on out. 1 week at a time. Go Bucs, go Bucs.
Wait up, no, boy. Wait up.
Go Bucs.
It's exciting.
Go Bucs.
Fire the cannons.
Go Bucs.
How about them Bucks, baby?
Go Bucs.
We got the dub, baby.
Go Bucs.
Victory!
All right, we'll continue to read comments, and then we'll get out of here for the night. We are top of the South, LFG, yeah. I've been down with the Bucs since 95. We are fine. Our organization is in great place right now, the most consistent our team has ever been in the last 6 years. Agree, Van House like Blazers just released Todd Bowles. Come on now. Done one of the jerseys, Cole. Go Bucs. These Buccaneer fans are ridiculous. Chris Cole, Rodgers got injured again. Shocking. Water is wet. No screens today. That's an improvement. Saw a couple, but not as many. Again, I think a lot of the offensive play calling, it's unfair for the Bucs to judge this offensive coordinator because you have so many injuries with the reshuffled offensive line, with their weapons being out, with Bucky Irving being out. Let's see what this offensive coordinator can do here in the next couple weeks as this Bucs team gets healthier and healthier. Why do I even read your comments, Van House Life? Baker was getting everyone involved in the offense. Nothing seemed forced. Good stuff there. Great comment. King Cook 1485. Peter, great show. Have a great night. Fire those cannons.
Fire the cannons.
Tonight, please. Absolutely. Let's just go ahead and reset it here. Bucs win to go to 7-5, 20-17 over the Arizona Cardinals. Baker Mayfield, 18 for 28, 194, one touchdown, no interceptions. Bucky Irving, the catalyst today, 17 for 61. Baker Mayfield back to his old tricks. 6 carries for 27 yards. Lots of slides. Good stuff there. Rachaad White, 2 for 7. Chris Godwin leading the way there. It's always encouraging to see Chris Godwin with the horrific injuries coming back from the other injuries coming back from. 3 catches for 78 yards. Emeka Egbuka, the talented rookie, 4 catches for 42. Rachaad White, 3 for 22. Bucky Irving, 2 catches for 20 yards. And Payne Durham, 1 for 11. Defensively, Savasi Dennis leading the way with 10 tackles. Jacob Parrish with 6. Antoine Winfield Jr. had a day again, 7 tackles, 1 interception right there. And I believe he also had a sack. Maybe that's wrong. He didn't have a sack. And then, of course, Logan Hall with a forced fumble earlier on. And then you had Yaya Diaby leading this team right now with 6 sacks. Todd Bowles is a good coach. Sean, good win. Go Bucks. Fire those cannons. Fire those cannons.
Fire the cannons.
We'll do this for this one right here.
Victory!
All right, and let's go out. The second touchdown drive with Bucky was well executed. Not done yet here. Thanks a lot for all the guests, as always. We'll keep on recapping here. But again, you're 7-5. You've got everything in front of you. Next week, we'll be back here from What the Buck tailgate starting hopefully at 10 o'clock. Probably will be at 10:30. We'll see. But we'll be live, give you a pregame show, talk to Bucks fans. And then once again here, 30 to 35 minutes after the game, the only post-game show doing this, taking your phone calls in collaboration with the JP Peterson Show for the great JP Peterson. Remember, tune in tomorrow from 10 to 12 noon every day with JP Peterson. For the media icon, Mr. TJ Reeves. Guys, Bucks are 7-5. Like and subscribe to the Sports Web on YouTube. Friend me on Facebook. Do 3 things. Bring your passion. Bring your excitement. Just don't bring any nonsense. I'm your host, Peter Blake, your Rolex reporter. What time is it? It's my time. And for fans of the Sports Web and the Tampa Bay Sports Fan, it's your time. We'll see you next time on the evolution of Sports Talk Television. As we always say on this show to end it off, we'll see you tomorrow night on a Victory Monday. Go Bucks.